Welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Triple Crown playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. Where we left off last time, we were unable to load a mini-map for some reason. That's not good. There definitely is one. My keyboard is not working. Well, that's awesome. Let's try this again. There we go. That's better. I don't know why it wasn't selected on the game, but you know what? Good enough. Well, let's head upstairs and see if there's anybody else to talk to in here first, but we'll probably be leaving this place in a couple seconds. We're going to go look for another quest to do, whereupon we will destroy whoever is in our way. For those of you who may or may not be turning in for the first time, these are just background characters, right? No, they're not, but at least they're not like the reach out people.
Hello.
Two-Tone Weaksel, an Orland man, relaxes with his feet propped on the table. Patches of dark brown skin peek out from under a full mane of blue-green hair. He and the Orland woman with him exchange laughs and comments with the trio at the nearby table, and he spins a dagger in his hand. His hazel eyes watch you. You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds. Joining us for a drink? Who are all of you? The name's Two-Tone Weaksel. The lady next to me is Key. We've had our fun with the expeditions, but we're hoping to stay and enjoy a little peace and quiet. For the next few nights, anyways. The man at the next table looks at you. I'm Dread Shoot Deaden. This is Herda and Ilfa. We're a part of separate expedition teams, but we both suffered losses and decided to band together. He ticks off several items on his fingers. Beasts, barbarians, bioax. It's a dangerous time to be an adventurer, but a prosperous one too. At the next table, Deaden raises his glass, and here's to many more prosperous journeys. Is there something else you wanted? No, that's pretty good to me. We might have to deal with you guys later, but I'm gonna lock up this.
Open in no time. It's done.
Get some experience. We're not gonna steal it because obviously we'll get in trouble. And if there's people to witness you, you actually do get in trouble. So, this is free to loot. It's got some fruit and some lockpicks. Actually, was this one? Yeah, it is espionage. Damn. Worth a shot, anyways. We're not gonna bother picking that up. Or reading that, I should say. We will pick it up. Looks like more backer characters.
It's done.
But we're going to unlock it anyways because free experience is free experience no matter which way you look at it. That's going to be so confusing to the people in that room though. You're like, just sitting there, doing whatever. Group of adventurers comes in, you're like, oh, great, gonna be robbed. You watch them like whip out some lockpicks, tinkering with your chest, you're like, oh, frick, I am getting robbed. This is BS. Maybe if I don't say anything, he'll leave me alone. Then after he unlocks the thing, he just walks away. Not gonna rob you, man. Just wanted to, you know, get some experience lockpicking. It's important. Alright, so as you may recall from the last video, or at least one before that, we were asked to go to the Expeditions Hall, which we are going to do. It's the middle of the night anyways, so not a lot's going on in the city. It is officially, what time? 2300 hours, so it's 11 o'clock p.m. Let's go talk to Laura really quickly.
How do you do?
What do you have? You have a ring, which is a ring of wizardry, which is some 2nd and 4th level spells, which is nice. Ring of... Ooh. Those are both very fancy rings. I kind of want both of them. But let's take a look at what else she has. This is summons something. Summons Delmgan. We will be buying that at some point in time because it's always good to have literally all of the tokens you can get. If your quick keys or hotkeys are full of tokens, you are in good shape because you can summon a whole bunch of creatures to at least absorb hits. Shatterstar is a unique warhammer, one-handed. It's really good for tanking, basically. It's +1 enemy engaged, accuracy, damage, of course, because it's fine. And it has a crit modifier as well. Decent stuff. It's a scepter. It is again fine, so accuracy and damage. Gives you more accuracy when below 50% endurance and damage as well, but realistically you don't want your mages to be getting that low. This is actually a pretty nice pike. It has reach, of course. It gives -5 accuracy for 5 seconds on hit to enemies. Really, really good. And then of course we have Borisane, which is a warbow, two-handed. And it does some good damage. It's fine. It does damage restored as endurance and attacks and stun on crit, which is pretty fancy. Pike's Pride is medium armor. +9 will is interesting at least, if not particularly good. The Dunrin Demon is helmet, +2 intellect, which actually is quite good for our Chanter or possibly Paladin, so we'll think about that. And I don't think Narmer has anything, but we'll take a look. He's got some dragon meat, some camping supplies. Nothing of particular note. We are, you know what, actually we should probably sell some stuff really quickly while we're here. I know that we have an inventory full of crap, basically.
Hello.
Okay, so if we go into our stash, we have all of this. We'll keep the grimoire for now. No one uses greatswords. Stiletto and the flail we'll keep for the moment, and the shield, because I think they will be useful to us. All of this is garbage. And almost all of this is garbage too. We should actually look through that stuff and quickly divvy it out to people. I guess I could sell all these books and stuff. They're not particularly useful to us. We'll leave that stuff alone for now.
Hail and well met.
Alright, so let's quickly look at our inventory, because we do have a bunch of stuff in our inventory. So we have a fine spear, which is good for her. She's going to put that in her fine spear selection for tanking if she needs it. She actually has more accuracy with her spear and more damage, just a different type of damage. Anyways, fine scepter is going to our mage. Good enough. Shoots, I think. It does a different type of damage though. This is pierce crush damage, and this is crush slash damage. So good enough. We're gonna sell all of this garbage. That's a crossbow. That's a fine arbalist. So that's what she is using for now. That's just a normal arbalist and it's kind of worthless. She also has a pike, which has reach, right? Okay, good. But it's not of any particular use to her. I just wanted to shoot her bow, and she's using a hunting bow. Does she have skill with a hunting bow? Yeah, okay. We may change their stats and stuff later on as needed, but for now it's pretty good.
Good day to you.
Alright, let's sell the rest of this junk. We're not going to sell that, of course, because it's pretty good. Selling our leather armor. The fruit can go. I don't really care about that. Sword. The torch we'll keep. Potions we'll keep for now. Get rid of that sword. Sell the Zvef. We don't need drugs. Don't need performance enhancing drugs. Okay, we will eventually, but not right now anyways. Rapier, arbalist. Crossbow, get rid of that. That. I don't really know why we're carrying grain, but now we're getting a fair amount of money. We're up to 7,000.
Well,
Hilda, you should be wearing more clothing. It looks cold out here. Or maybe it's warm, who knows. All I know is most everyone else is dressed up warmly. Except for you. Oh, hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a free game here. Adhan the Ingenious. He's got a hat and everything. I'm going to take his milk. I don't know if that was his, but I'm going to assume it was his. And I'm going to take it out of spite.
you must gather your party before venturing forth.
I did not gather my party before venturing forth. I am the worst. I am the worst adventurer. Leaving my party behind? Terrible. Alright, mercenaries. Don't need to talk to them because they are not actual people. There's... Yeah, okay. I guess we have something to do here. Who are you, double hatchet man and assorted adventurers? Bandolier. A well-groomed man steps to the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. I just know that Byron's giant slayers run things around here, and you'll be fine. Whatever you say. That's good advice. Here's the rest. 1. The choice bounties are ours. 2. The giant slayers don't share. It's that simple. A voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabber, Bine. You gonna do the job or talk about it? His jaw tightens. One end's right. That coin ain't gonna collect itself. He looks to his comrades and jerks his chin towards the door. See you around, pup. Not a very nice man. Alright, Wenin.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
This rough-looking man glances at you briefly as he scans the mercenaries milling around the room. Looking for
Go
work.
see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
He looks you up and down. Finally, he points to a man leading drills. Alright. Let's go talk to the drilly man.
I'll handle this. It's done.
Damn, I was kind of hoping we could snag ourselves some free loot, but it doesn't look like that is the case. Let's go talk to Osric.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
This man watches the training adventurers with the disinterested contempt of someone whose skills are wasted in this setting. He barks at one of them. Looking for work.
On an expedition, talk to Wenham. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Wenin clears his throat in the background and Osric's mouth puckers. Although, he sizes you up, I do have something I need done, something that requires... He glances sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Why don't you just go ask for it?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true.
He stares off a moment.
Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
What's this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
See what I can do.
And then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind a fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
He nods with a trace of gratitude. He leans in closer. I got a word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andra's Gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunrind Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Got business with me? No. I got your quest. We're good to go. Rogue Knigget. Can't steal anything on the table. Can I steal anything else that's not guarded? It's never too early in the game to start looting everything you can. We need the money anyways.
I'll have this open in no time. It's
At
done.
the very least, get some experience, right? We're so close to a level.
How do you do?
The woman looks up from polishing a dagger. Haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company? Or are you betting on one? She raises an eyebrow. Can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me so long as I only do business with them, and they are good customers. But if you get on Osric's good side, he can make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. She jerks her thumb at the door. Alright, well, fair enough. Oh, whoa, whoa. We went too far almost. Look at this.
I'll handle this. It's done.
Aw, they can
I'll
still,
handle
someone
this.
can still see, possibly?
It's done.
I'm gonna take that. We got a geological map. Look at that, a fine poleaxe. No one saw us stealing, so it never happened. Boom. Free inventory. Look at that.
Yes.
Now, what did I give her for weapons choices again? Oh, right. Quarterstaff. I should have gone with the
Indeed.
poleaxe, because we gotta find one now, which is slightly unfortunate. Oh well.
What is it? Yeah?
Nothing much we can do about that at the moment.
Of course.
No, we can't quite loot the table. Oh well. It was worth a shot. We have a geological map now. I don't know what it does. We should find out. And we will a little bit later, I'm sure. Okay, so there are a couple other places we can go here, including the catacombs. They are a little bit dangerous, and we're not going to head into them quite yet. Although there is a quest to go down there. And there's actually a couple quests that go down there, but that's beside the point. I have a stuffy nose, and I'm not feeling great today. This is going to be a shortish video. I actually wasn't going to do a video tonight because I'm feeling like absolute crap, but I couldn't let you guys down. Couldn't leave you guys without at least one Pillars of Eternity. Viserys, wow. Video for the night. I did one Neverwinter Nights one as well. I am just wiped out tired right now. Who's Gordy? A young boy watches the passerby and counts a grim handful of coins. His face and arms are smudged with dirt, but except for the grass stains, his clothes are in good condition. As you approach, he blinks to make a quick, furtive effort to pocket his coins. The boy stares at you, his mouth hanging open. After several seconds, frozen in silence, he squints and mumbles, "What's that on your head?" He snaps out of his trance, but continues to watch you in fascination. "Hey mister, wanna know a secret?" He wipes his nose with a sleeve. "I know a real good secret." "Really, what is it?" He shrugs and clasps his hands behind his back, kicking a loose pebble. "I just saw folks hiding some really neat things. I could show you where, but Mom and Dad told me not to talk to strangers." His eyes slowly roll up at you. "But maybe you could help me with something. Then we wouldn't be strangers." "What?" "The Crucible Knights have these daggers made out of March steel. It's the best steel around except for Durgan steel, which doesn't count because no one makes it anymore." Gordy's voice suddenly rises in pitch and tempo. He stops long enough to catch his breath. "Anyway, there's this merchant over by the Expedition Hall. He has a dagger made of real March steel." His eyes grow large and round. "He said he wouldn't sell it to me because I'm a kid, and kids don't know anything about daggers. But that's not true. I know lots about daggers. I know about the different kinds of steel. I know how the Crucible Knights make them in a forge. I know that the tip can pierce low-gauge steel armor. That one's good and sharp, can cut through bone. See, I know plenty about daggers, and I really, really want this one. If you could get it for me, I promise I'll never, ever ask anyone for anything ever again." "Sounds reasonable. I'll get it for you." Gordy jumps up and down, whooping and hollering. "I knew a real adventurer would understand." He points to the large building. "There's a big merchant over by Admeth's den who sells weapons. He's the one with the dagger. I'll wait right here for you." His gap-toothed grin stretches from ear to ear. Where? Kid, you gotta update me on this one again. Near the Expedition Hall. Good enough. I'm guessing it's probably this guy. It better be good, kid. I actually don't remember this quest, to be honest, from my first playthrough. I hope it's not like an ambush or something. That would suck. I'm hoping it's Ingrid. I don't think it is, though. That doesn't sound right.
Well met.
I'm looking for a particular dagger made out of March steel. Just like the Crucible Knights used? Let me guess, you've been talking to that kid, right? He laughs and shakes his head. "I'm tempted to sell it to you anyways and let the little rascal learn his lesson, but a pack of adventurers already took it off my hands." "These adventurers you sold it to, where are they now?" "Folk like that only visit Copper Lane to crew up at Admeth's Den Expedition Hall or down a pint at the Goose and Fox, and since they weren't headed to the den, well, you got my best guess." "Tell me about the dagger." "Made out of high purity iron ore that comes out of the White March Mountains. Traditionally, the smiths at the Crucible Keep have smelted it into daggers and swords, which they only give to knights of the Crucible. Of course, I'd be surprised if that kid didn't already tell you all this. If March steel daggers are only given to the knights, how did you get your hands on one?" Ingrid pauses mid-polish, his cloak slowing over the blade. "A lot of steel passes through my hands, friend. I don't make it my business to ask where it all comes from." "I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but you should be careful about what you trade and whom you trade it with. Trafficking stolen goods is risky. I appreciate the concern, but there's no need to worry. Keep my nose clean enough." Alright, fair enough. Let us go talk to the adventurers and see if they will give us a knife. Might be fight time. Should probably rest in the bottom of the inn.
Well?
Which we will do. We'll have a little siesta. Then we'll go get the dagger. Then we'll talk to the kid. I'm sure they'll be perfectly reasonable about this.
Good day to you.
"Do you know anything about a March steel dagger?" He raises his eyebrow. "Haven't seen anything like that cross my bar, that's for sure." He thumps the wood countertop. "But I would wager there's someone here having a blade like that. Check upstairs. I saw a group headed that way not long ago, carrying plenty of steel." Awesome. Let's get a room. Take a little rest. $25. Not too bad.
Yes.
Oops. Wrong. I want everybody. Definitely don't want one person to go up alone. That would be bad news. This is going to turn into like a long quest, I can tell. Because we're going to go up here, we're going to ask them for it. They're going to be like, yeah, we have a dagger like that. Tell you what, if you do this for us,
Yes.
we'll definitely give you the dagger. But just in case,
Just say the word.
let's prepare for trouble.
Yes.
What is it?
Well met, friend.
Back again, I see. Did you buy a steel dagger from Ingrid? He displays the blade on a flat palm. I did, and a fine piece it is. I don't know of any more circulating in the city. Outside steel of Crucible Keep, of course. How much to take it off your hands? He turns the blade in the light, admiring it. Seeing how there's a sudden demand for it, 100 pans seems fair. You mean Igrin sold you March steel for less? I wonder why he wanted to get rid of it so badly. Either that blade is stolen from the knights or it's fake. He looks at the dagger, to me, and back again. Oh, fine, but I won't take less than I paid for it. He pounds the table with a fist. I knew 50 pans seemed too good to be true. Deal. Pleasure doing business with you. Alright. Yay, our fighter leveled up. Look at that. We didn't even have to fight it out. Athletics it is. Now, Wary Defender probably is going to be what we're going to go with. So if we get this, we get +5 to defenses. We get -5 to deflection still from using the modal defender, but Wary Defender gives us a bonus and negates some of that negative. That sword looks so cool. That's a really cool looking sword. Rapid recovery. Gives constant recovery of 44 endurance over 63 seconds. It's not bad. What else do we got? We have Hold the Line, which is just +1 enemy engaged in general. Cautious Attack is an amazing ability. +8 deflection is very, very good. But I think I'm going to go with Wary Defender. +5 all defenses. Ah, that's a tough one, actually. Maybe Cautious Attack. Let's go with Cautious Attack. That defense can't be understated, that deflection bonus.
What is it?
Alright, downstairs we're going. We're going to go give the dagger to the kid. Or possibly keep it. Let's take a look at it. We never actually even glanced at it. Oh, it's a quest item, is it? Yeah, it's a quest item.
As you wish.
We can't even use it.
You must gather your party.
This better have been worth it. Stupid kids and their daggers. This is just like selling beer and swords to the kids in Umber? In Baldur's Gate 2? What was the name of that town? I think it was Umber or something like that. Or Under? No, it wasn't Under. Umber Hills? Maybe. Alright, kid. Did you get it? Do you have the dagger? Can I see it? Gordy bounces on the pavement. I have the dagger right here. Gordy stops bouncing and stares at it. It's so sharp. Give Gordy the dagger. A deal's a deal. Here you go. He snatches the blade out of the air. Heedless of anything else, he yanks it out of his sheath and holds the blade up to the light. I'm just going to be just like the Crucible Knights. He saws and chops at the air. He flips the weapon into the air and grabs at the hilt, almost slicing his palm open in the process. His eyes dart away from yours as he sheaths the dagger. So about that secret. Gordy puts his hand up to his mouth and whispers loudly, I saw one of the actors hide something under a loose stone near the theater. Probably nothing as good as Marsh's steel dagger, though. Thanks for telling me. The theatre, you say? Under loose stone? Well, let's go to the theater and find out. Look at that split. That is a bad split for adventuring. Luckily, we are in the middle of a city, and we're relatively safe here. Not a lot of ambushes. Oh, right, Dalton. Alright. So, near the theater, you say. We're going to quickly glance around. Looking for a loose stone.
Wonder what this is.
I do too. Oh, the Oaken Scarab figurine. That's actually an extremely good thing. That actually makes me so happy. We are going to take that. Oh, it's in the stash. Do I have access to my stash? Oh yeah, we're in a city, so it doesn't matter. Okay, where is it? Not there. Spider? There you are. So it is once per rest. 3 wood beetles. Pretty decent. Let's go talk to cattle. Actually, you know what? We are at 25 minutes. We'll call it a video here. We finished a quest. We got a level. We're closing in on another level for our paladin and a long way off for everybody else, but that's okay. So, like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'm going to go to bed. I am tired and I'm not feeling great, so take care, have a good night, and see you guys later.